Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be different from my previous videos because, as you all know, mostly I talk about the geography because I am the teacher of geography, so I cover the topics which are being the part of geography. And you know, geography has also been a very vast subject which is being taught into the different faculties like social sciences and natural sciences and the history and arts also. But for last few days I am getting some suggestions, comments from my viewers, from my followers and students, that why I have restricted myself only to the geography. So why not I am making videos on other topics, or the students who don't have these, who are not even interested or who don't have the background of geography. So why not I make a general videos for the learning and education of the students. So I gave it a very serious thought that in this connection, what can I do, or what can I do for the students. So I came across some sort of planning that from now onward I'm going to add an extra playlist in my video in my YouTube channel, which address the students who are being preparing for the competitive exams, or who are the aspirants and who have been engaged in intense studies, particularly the competitive exams. So also in this regard, I'm making videos on, particularly on the general English. Though I'm not the teacher of the English, but I feel that whatever I know, then why should not I share or contribute to the students who are being doing the studies. So in this regard, I start from the general English. So in general English we will address the vocabulary, or the spoken English or written English, or whatever the skill we need to employ, or we need to understand to have a good English. So from today onward, you will also find some videos on the English, and also on the general knowledge, which is being addressed into the everyday science or the basic sciences. Though with the time to time I also will make videos on geography also, because geography is my main objectives, main profession, or the intention. So with the time to time I will also make videos on geographies. But from today, today is the first lecture or first video on the general English, and it is the vocabulary. And vocabulary, because I thought that this is the season of summer monsoon, particularly in India and Pakistan, so we have a heavy rain. So there are some common words or expression which has been used by taking the weather conditions. So in today's lecture or today's video, we will discuss the common expression, common words which are being used regarding the weather and the climate and the condition of the sky. So stay tuned with me, and this is going to be very... Yes, so here comes the weather vocabulary. You can see the different signs of weather conditions. So sometime when you look at the sky, you see the sky has a different condition and different situations and different characteristics. So if you look at this slide, you see the different signs are being given here, and they have a different meanings. But for the common person, for the common people, it's sometimes difficult to understand them. So हम इसको डिस्कस करेंगे कि ये जो सारे पूरे साइंस हैं, इनकी क्या मीनिंग हो रही है और ये क्या क्या शो कर रहे हैं. So you see the condition of the clouds. Sometimes clouds are being dark in shape. Sometimes you see they are being showing or giving away some drops here. So you see the different signs. So we'll discuss these signs in coming slides, and I will also show you what vocabulary or words or common expression we are going to discuss in this lecture. So you see there are lots of the words which are being used in terms of weather, but I have selected few of them, and in coming slides I also discuss very selective the words here. So you'd say avalanche, balmy, barometer, blizzard, blustery, breeze, calm, climate, climatology, evaporation, dust storm, heat wave, haze, hail, gust, global warming, microburst, mist, muggy. So you see all these words, they have a meanings, they have a different meanings, but they all belong to the weather condition of the particular area. When you see there are some sort of, climatic conditions are being going on. So you have a twilight, you have vortex. So let's go into the details of these words. So first of all, we start from the weather in the sky. The particular words or terms are used for to elaborate or to express the weather condition or the condition of the sky. So sometime when you see it say sunny sky, it's rainy. So this is the expression or degree or quality of the weather or the condition of the sky. So we have a sunny sky, a sunny weather, it means it's full of sunshine. Then we have a rainy means it's full of rain when there is a rain is going on there. Or windy, so windy is telling us then there is a wind there. Or hot is being showing the degree of temperature. When say temperature is around 35 centigrades, around 35 or above the 35 centigrade, we say it's hot. And cloudy, when the sky is full of with the different types of the cloud. Stormy, when the strong winds are being going, so we call that stormy condition. Then we have a particular condition which is called balmy. Balmy means a moderate and pleasant. When we have a weather which is called balmy, it means it's a moderate and pleasant weather. Then we have a snowy. Snowy is a frozen water that warms slightly, it falls to the earth. Then we have a chilly weather, means chilly is full of means it is a cold, severe cold, you feel that cold. Flurry weather means, or sky means it's very light snow. So when we have a snowfall, but it's a lighter, we call the flurry. Then we have a warm. So there are three: warm, mild, and the hot. So warm condition, warm temperature, when we have a temperature around 25 centigrade. So we call that the warm weather condition or warm day. Then we have a mild. Mild means the temperature which is about 12 to 15 centigrade. So जब temperature हमारा 12 से 15 centigrade के दरमियान हो, तो we call that we have a mild climatic or mild temperature. And then we have a foggy. Foggy means the water droplets with small clouds near surface. So when we have a cloud formation near the surface of Earth, so sometimes you see that we have a clouds which are so near at the bottom or at the surface of Earth. So we call that condition fog or foggy. So आपने fog देखा होगा कि जब it's been happening at the ground. Then we have a freezing temperature or freezing climatic condition or weather condition, means it's below the 0 centigrade. Then we have a gloomy. Gloomy means a dark, dim sky with a cloud. So when we have a sky that is a dark or the dim with lots of clouds. So obviously when we have a cloud, the sky will be covered with those clouds, and we call the gloomy. Dull is a similar meaning. Dull is a dark and cloudy. Then we have a dry. Dry means a lake of water. Lake of water. When you have a lake of water, जहाँ पे पानी कम हो, तो हम उसको कहते हैं dry weather or dry. So humid is full of water. Humid conditions. So when somebody talk about the humid condition of the area, it means full of water vapor and moisture, and there are the chances of rainfall there. So then we have a arid. Arid means no water. So we need to understand these two terms. One is called the dry, and another arid. Arid means no water. There's no water. जहाँ पे पानी बिल्कुल ना हो, हम उसको कहते हैं arid condition. Or dry condition with a lake of water. Now there's a water, but the amount of water is less compared to the normal. So then we have a blue sky. Blue sky means a good bright weather. When we have a good bright sunny weather, we call it's a blue sky. So these term was related to the sky. When you look at the sky and you see something around you, you see these are degrees or conditions of the. Now we are coming to the rain. So the particular words or expression which are being related to the rain. So right, when we say spitting, it has been spitting. When it has been spitting means Spitting is a very light rain that you can hardly feel. So when we have a rain, but it's very lighter rain, so even sometimes you are being unable to feel that. It's difficult to feel that. So sometimes drops are being just coming out. So we call that spitting. So it's being spitting. Then we have a drizzling. So we need to understand drizzling. It has been drizzling all day. So drizzling is more than spitting, less than raining. So we have a degrees of condition when we have a raining, we have a drizzling, and we have a spitting. Spitting the last degree of the rain, and drizzling when we have a droplets, but very small, lighter droplets, but is more than the drizzling or more than the spitting. So spitting से ज़्यादा हम हो तो उसको हम कहते हैं drizzling. मगर it's also been a lighter rain. Pouring, we say it's pouring. Pouring, it was absolutely pouring with rain. So pouring is a heavy rain, is a form of heavy rain. So when we have a heavy rain, ज़्यादा बारिश हो तो हम उसको कहते हैं it's been pouring. And this means raining. Raining is a normal condition when we have a rain. So it is raining, cats and dogs start and stop. So when we have a rain, rain is a stop and on and off, we call it's been raining. Lashing. Lashing is another word, which means the rain was lashing the window. So the lashing means it's been having some sort of power. So it's been lashing. So when you start to, struck the windows, so you can hear the sound. So it's being called the lashing. So we have also another, terms, rain shower. Rain shower means the shorter duration of rains which quickly come and go. So when we have a rain, but it's come and go, we call it the rain shower. So, and the downpour, a sudden and unexpected heavy fall of rain. So when we have a sudden rain, so we wasn't expecting them, but so powerful, we call it a downpour. But it's so shorter form also. Then we have deluge, heavy rain which takes the shape of flooding. So when we have a rain, but it's so heavier, so strong that taking the shape of the flood. So when you have a rain, जब कोई बारिश हो रही है, it's been on the road, in the streets, and that street is full of water. So we call that condition. Then we have a rainstorm. Rainstorm is the strong winds with heavy rains. When we have a winds are being blowing with the rain, we call that the rainstorms. Then we have other condition of the rains, the drizzle. We also talk about, previously we discussed about the drizzle, the light rain. Hail. Hail is a particular pellets of the frozen rain. So it's similar like जब आप blower देखते हैं ना, blower, oh itna there's a hexagonal shape of the drop. So that drop is being quickly convert into the freezing form, from liquid to freezing form. So we call the hail. जिसे हम ओले पढ़ते हैं हम उसको कहते हैं ओले. So then we have a sleet. Sleet is the form where we have a raining containing some ice. So when we have a rainstorm, when rain is coming with the winds, we call rainstorm. Drizzle, we have a lighter shape. Sleet is a form of rain when it contains some ice. So जब बारिश हो, उस बारिश के साथ थोड़ी बर्फ भी पड़े, we call that the sleet. So you can see here, there's a different condition of rain. We say heavy rain. We have a steady rain. Steady rain means थोड़ा थोड़ा कम जब बारिश हो, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता बारिश. We have a constant rain. Constant rain means a regular rain. So we have a no break. Then we have a cold rain. It's talking about the temperature. Warm rain. Sometimes you have a rain which has been happening in the summertime. So you also feel the temperature. So we have a lighter rain, and then we have also gentle rain. Gentle means it's also form of lighter rain. So sometimes you have a drops which you are being feeling them. Then we have a more common words for weather and atmosphere. Avalanche, a dangerous slide of snow down a mountain. So when mountains are being when the snow is struck with mountain, it's called the avalanche. And that avalanche, that chunk of the ice, separate from the main iceberg or the main glacier. So we call the avalanche. Then we have a below freezing. Below freezing is the degree of temperature less than 0 Celsius or degree. Then we have blizzard. Blizzard, strong with lots of snow and winds. So you might have seen in the movies, Hollywood movies which are being filmed at the glacier areas, the cold areas. You see there's the winds are being blowing, with a strong speed, and there is some snow has been there, so we call blizzard. Then we have a breeze. Breeze is the lighter wind. And then we have a cold spell. Cold spell is a period of colder than average weather. So when we have a weather as a weather normal condition and we feel more cold, we call this a cold spell. Degree actually is a measurement for the temperature. So when we measure the temperature, we call that the degree, whether it's hot, low, high, or moderate to the degree. Drought is a condition, particular condition we have when there's a no rainfall. So when there's a no rainfall for the longer periods, we call it the drought condition. So then we have forecast. Forecast the expected weather for the future. So you, by looking at the condition of the atmosphere or the weather, or the components, climatic components such as winds, temperature, pressure, humidity, you can predict them, that what is going to be in next few hours or next few days or coming months. So you forecast them. Frost is the ice crystal on a frozen surface. So when we have ice crystal which are being freezed on the surface, we call the frost. Frostbite, the skin condition. Frostbite is a skin condition caused by overexposure to the cold, typically reddish skin with the white. So when you are in a cold condition, that cold condition is going to affect your skin, and your skin going to be red. We call this a frostbite. Then we have a heat stroke. Heat stroke is a flu-like condition one can acquire after spending too long in the heat. So when you are spending your time for the longer periods in the hot weather, you get a flu, and we call that the heat stroke. हम उसको heat stroke कहते हैं. Then comes the heat wave. Usually you feel you experience heat wave, or you listen in the news channels about the heat wave, particularly in Karachi, city of Pakistan, where you see in summer, this is the condition where we have extreme hot, usually for the shorter period of time. So we get the heat wave. एक गर्मी की लहर शुरू होती है, and that is also very dangerous for the local people. Then we have a hurricane. Hurricane is a tropical storm with very strong wind and the rain. So when we have a storm, and that storm is accompanied with a strong winds and rain, we call that the hurricane. But mostly happens in the tropical locations or tropical places. Then we have icy. Icy means slippery because of the ice. So when you have a ground has a ice, and when you start to walk or start to drive, you feel it's being slippery. So we call this the icy condition. So lightning is an electrical discharge and flash between a cloud and the ground. So when you look at the clouds, they sometimes pop up the lightnings. So they giving us some light. So we call this the lightning. Precipitation actually is the study of different forms of the rainfall, in which we talk about the different types of rain, different degrees of the rain. When we have a sleet, we have a frost or hail or raindrop. So it comes all in the precipitation. In geography, you mostly use the word precipitation. Puddle means collection of rainwater. When you start to collect the water, means when there's a heavy rain and the water start to accumulate in that place, we call this puddling of. Rainbow is a band of colors found in the sky after rainfall. So usually you see there is a mixture of some colors is being coming out from the sky with a special angle. So we call that the rainbow. Mostly it happens after rain, when we have a sun is being arising. Then we have a smoke. Smoke is a heavy dark cloud cover caused by pollution. So pollution, they also make some clouds. So those clouds, when they make and stop the visibility, or they cover the sky, we call that the smoke. Then we have a sunburn. Sunburn is a painful red pink skin caused by being in the sun too long. So when you are being under the sun for the longer periods, your skin start to peeling off, or it is taking the taking a reddish or pinkish color. Sometimes it's been so painful, so we call this state the sunburn. Then we have a temperature. Temperature is the condition, how whether it's a warm or hot, so especially is the degree of. So then we have a thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is a loud, noisy after lightning. So when we see the lightnings have been happening, so after lightning we feel some sort of sound, strong sound. That is called the thunderstorm. So thunderstorm has a loud noise. Then we have a tornado or cyclone. Cyclone or tornado mostly happening, they are being spinning windstorm happening because of the wind have a pressure at the center has been start spinning. Mostly it happens in the ocean and the sea. So thank you so much for the watching. It was all about the weather vocabulary or the expression which we mostly being used when we have a particular weather condition. So in future we will find more videos on similar topics. So till then, stay tuned and please subscribe my channel.